Hello guys and welcome to the channel. This is the first episode in what is going to be a few episodes series of the Euros. Now it is a created tournament, it's a custom made tournament. I've made this as close as I can get it to the Euros itself because unfortunately I wasn't offered the job in career mode, so I didn't get a chance to actually play in career mode in the actual Euros, but this is as close as I could get to it. Obviously there's less teams, there's only 16 teams in this, so therefore there are less groups. Going to be playing on legendary, as you can see there. I'm not going to change that, I'm just going to change the ball. Going to be playing on legendary, so there's less groups, there's only 16 teams instead of the new format of 24, because 24 wasn't an option. Unfortunately we've got the old kits, the old England kits, the old Italy kits, the old France kits. They're all the old kits, they're not the new ones for this Euros tournament. Also the stadiums aren't what they should be because the French stadiums aren't on here. I've put the final in Parc des Princes, which is PSG stadium. So the final is going to be in the French stadium at least. I've got the trophy as close as I could find to the Euros competition, the Euro trophy. Yeah, as far as the groups go, I have tried to keep it as close as possible to the real thing, but as there's less groups, I had to like crowbar some teams into where they shouldn't be really. But I've got the main 16 teams. Obviously, unfortunately, some teams like Northern Ireland have missed out. I couldn't put Northern Ireland in. As well as Croatia. Croatia aren't in the game, so I've just picked some of the teams. Portugal, Italy, Belgium, Germany, France, all the usual suspects are in there. We started the group off against Russia, we've just scored. I'm not going to do a Roy Hodgson though and go defensively and try and see the game out. It's only 18 minutes in, so 17-18 minutes in we scored a goal against Russia. England fans cheering there. So yeah, in my career mode we didn't get the job. I have got a career mode over on my channel as well. I'm doing I've just completed a Manchester United career mode, first season just finished. So if you're interested in that, go and check that out as well. As we score here, Dele Alli is scoring first goal for England in the Euros. Hopefully not the last. This is on legendary, so I can't take the ball off. It was really difficult. Oh, manages to save. Walker's doing well there. As well, guys, I've picked the England team, the final 23-man squad. I've picked it exactly the same as what's actually gone, so no one can argue and say, oh, why have you taken him, that's biased and everything. So I've just gone with the team that's gone, and I've also changed the kit numbers of every team in the competition, all 16 teams. I've changed all the kit numbers, and I've got in the players to as close as I could. Obviously there's a few players that aren't in the game, like some Romanians, some Czech Republic players. Some of their players aren't in the game because there isn't a Romanian league and there isn't a Czech Republic league, so I've had to replace a few players, but for the majority, all the players that are in the competition are the players that have actually gone in real life to the tournament. This should be 2. Lallana should be burying that, more power behind that. It should be 2-0. Yeah, so all the kit numbers and all, I've changed all the formations, and I've set the formations to, well, I've based it on real life games. So Russia, their formation, I've set it up so as to what they actually did in real life. I'm sure there was a Russia player that I had to replace though, but I think he's in the reserves, like not on the bench. So this should be interesting. We'll get 3 points in the first game. Dele Alli the goal scorer, and I'm finding legendary quite easy actually, to be honest. I'm finding it actually easier than world class. I don't know, it's because of the quality of the team, I'm not sure. Manchester United are a better team than England, I think. You may notice as well I have changed a few of the OVR on some of the England guys, like I've improved Dele Alli, I've improved Eric Dier, I've improved Danny Rose a little, and I've improved Marcus Rashford. Those are the only changes I've made. The England side I've made a little bit better because it reflects, I think it reflects better the players at the moment with the momentum and stuff going into this tournament. There's a soft free kick given away there, this could cost us. Oh yeah, Turkey, I've had to put them in the group. Obviously we didn't play Turkey in the group. Our second game was against Wales. And obviously there's no Slovakia on the game, so I've had to crowbar in Turkey, to be honest. And I know they're in I think they were in Belgium, no, I think they were in Spain's group, I think. France's group, I'm not sure. I don't know what group Turkey were in. I know they've lost both their games so far in real life. A chance to score there. Probably should have done, to be honest. Top pal. Yeah, Yilmaz as well. There was a player that was missing for Turkey because he plays in the Chinese league now, so Yilmaz isn't in the game. Well, I couldn't find him at least. He's playing for a Chinese team. Jamie Vardy picks up a knock there. So I actually started Vardy this game. Turkey get a corner. I think this is Wald Stadium, Turkish National Stadium, Wald Stadium, so Turkish fans are going to be behind their team, and the Turkish fans can be quite violent as well. Probably not as violent as the Russians have been, but there you go. There's been a lot of flares and stuff snuck into stadiums this year as well. This time, oh, Sturridge gets there. It's a good goal from Sturridge. Rooney, the captain, flicks it in, runs to the camera to celebrate. He doesn't do his dance. I was trying to press triangle to do his little dance celebration, but he hasn't done it. Nevertheless, the important thing is we're 1-0 up, and England are looking good so far. It's a pretty decent goal, to be honest. Daniel Sturridge just knocks it back across the goal, and the goalkeeper, well, he was planted. He probably should have done a bit better, actually, to be honest, on reflection. Sturridge celebrating in front of the camera with Walker, Lallana, Wilshere. Sahil, Topal. And this is literally seconds after the... I can't believe this. When I was playing this game, because I'm recording the commentary after I played it, but this is the most ridiculous own goal I've ever seen in my life. It's completely screwed over here. I'm not sure what's going on. It's gone down as a Joe Hart's own goal. He just carries it over the flipping goal line. I'm not sure what's happening there. Why it's not giving us a free kick. His leg's stuck on the back of his neck, and he just falls into the goal with the ball in his hand, and Turkey get an equaliser. It's the most... I've been properly screwed there, to be honest, by EA. Legendary difficulty. They probably screwed me over, but we've gone back in front anyway. Despite EA trying to make us lose the best they can do. Sturridge scores again and celebrates in front of the camera. This time with Rooney, Sterling and Danny Rose. And this is another good goal, I think. It's a bit of a sweaty goal, but after conceding that own goal, I don't really care, to be honest, after conceding that. It's ridiculous. Also, there's been some dodgy decisions so far in these two games, like handballs that should have been given and stuff. Legendary difficulty. It's not hard, but it seems like the players make more mistakes and the referees make more mistakes and bad decisions and stuff. But so far we've got a 100% record if it stays like this. Really takes it away. Still can't believe that own goal. That's the worst own goal I've ever seen. On the game, at least. It's the worst own goal I've seen. Yeah, trying to get Turkey to win. Trying to make us lose. Sturridge could be a chance for a third here, just to see the game off, to put it to bed. No, Vardy's crowded out. Still got it though, good pressure. That looked like handball as well. See, things like that, little things like that, that's happened quite a few times. It also happens in the next game as well. Some free kicks that haven't quite gone our way as well, but they get every decision. Just seems against you this game at times. Seems almost impossible to get the ball and stuff like that, and sometimes the passing is just downright stupid, and the run away from the ball rather than coming to it, and the auto change, forget about it. That's just terrible on this game. The auto change is the worst thing on this game. Makes the gameplay like not enjoyable, to be honest, the auto change. They're pressing L1, especially from throw-ins as well. The amount of times I've tried to pass to receiver on the throw-ins and it just hasn't worked. It's cost me a few times actually, that. So 100% in the first two games, that puts us top of the group. Turkey and Wales level on 3 points. I think Wales have got Turkey in the next game. I'm not sure. It'd be nice if Wales can qualify as well. Obviously in real life they've topped the group and we finished second. Wales finished with 2 wins. We only got 1 win and a draw. We beat Wales but managed to finish second. So now we're going to get a really difficult team in the knockout stages, and it's going to make our lives a bit more difficult. Rather than seeing the group out, Roy Hodgson's rested players, so we didn't score today. The game's just finished 0-0 against Slovakia, so it's finished 0-0 and we finished second. I don't know why he's resting players when we weren't even certain, we weren't even guaranteed to qualify either. So what we needed to win the group to make lives a bit more easy for us, for ourselves. Early chance there from Wayne Rooney. This is the 3rd game. It doesn't really matter. We've qualified no matter what in this game. Unless Turkey win. If Turkey win and Wales win, oh, that's a nice goal. That's a very nice goal. It's been called for offside. I haven't rested players though because I want to top the group. I want to win the group, so I haven't rested any players. I did change it up in the second game and it's just offside. I did change it up in the second game. A few players are rested, but I don't want to rest players because I want to win the group. Unlike Roy Hodgson. So that's a silly handball. See, stuff like that had never happened. Wayne Rooney would just like let the ball bounce around him and let it hit his elbow. I don't think so. He was just staring at the ball, letting it bounce around him. It's happened again there. It's fell for Edwards. Smalling does well defensively. Yeah, but if Wales beat us now and Turkey win their game, we could end up not qualifying. So we need at least a draw here to qualify. So I'm not gonna take the chance. I'm gonna go and try and win the group, and we'll win the group with a draw here. So I'm gonna play my full strength team. Someone said press circle. I always put it behind for another corner when I press circle. When I press X or square, I should stop pressing X and square again, to be honest, because circle always either goes back to them or behind for another corner. It never clears it away, even though I'm pressing that way. Joe Hart. We'll get a throw in far into the Welsh half. Rooney gives the ball to Dele Alli. Oh, it's a free kick surely. Yeah, just collided. There's been a few challenges like that haven't been given as well. Obviously one of their players has picked up a yellow card. I think it was Collins. Picked up a yellow, but that was for being in the wall, I think. Not sure why Rooney's on free kicks. I've got to change that, I think. Stepped over, little pass to Sturridge, shoot. Oh, it's a good save again from Williams. Made a good save earlier. Wayne Rooney's shot saved. and he's made a good save now. I'm not sure why Wales have rested players as well, like Chester and Von Williams. They'd normally start Hennessy. Also, they've got Church up front. I think they'd normally have Carnu, Robson, Carnu and Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale's not playing at the moment. I'm not sure why they're resting players, because if they lose this, they're out. They don't qualify. I think if they draw this and Turkey win, they don't qualify as well. So I'm not sure why they're resting players at all. Kyle Walker picks up the ball, swings it in. Oh no, it's well defended by Chester. Sam Vokes is on. So they've completely changed their team, Wales. Maybe they played the same team for the first 2 games and they're all tired. I'm not sure. My players are going to be tired for the round 16 knockout stage. I don't think it's round of 16 it is, I think it's round of 8. Yeah, it'll be 8 teams in the knockout stages. This is the old format. It's not 24 teams, it's 16 teams in this competition. Because as I said earlier that I had to create this tournament myself. So it's not ideal, it's not perfect, but it's as close as I could get to the Euros in this game. As I didn't get the job in career mode. I got offers from pretty much every other national team other than England, and that looks like a penalty. Surely a penalty. And now I think Collins gets a yellow card, is it? It's a bit of hindsight there. Not hindsight, foresight, a bit of foresight. I remember seeing Jack, because I've literally just edited this, I literally remember Collins having a yellow card, but I didn't think it was at the end. I thought he got it early on, to be honest. Danny Rose, that looked inside the box to me. Danny Rose drawing a foul, and the referee's giving it as a free kick. That's unbelievable. That was inside the box, definitely. James Milner, not sure why he's on free kicks either. I haven't played Henderson yet either, or Bertrand or Nathaniel Klein. Oh well, they're not my favourite players. Neither's Milner really. Barkley's had a game, had a few minutes at least. Now I can't move, I can't change where I'm putting this ball. I'm stuck for some reason, so I'm going to have to take it from where I am. And that's made me have a poor free kick as a result. I literally couldn't move my player then, or move where he's kicking the ball. Because they moved forward in the wall, for some reason it stopped me from being able to position it. I couldn't do anything, literally no buttons. I couldn't call a second player or anything. For some reason it just made me take it from where I was. And it was a terrible free kick. So it's finished 0-0. Should have been a penalty though, I think. Gareth Bale did come on at the end for Church, but he's unable to provide anything for his team. England failed to break down Wales and score a goal, so it's a stalemate. It's 0-0. Aaron Ramsey played well, and you know the calamity thing, the heart, he dropped to Klanger. It made them. He got the own goal, and they actually gave him man of the match for that as well. I'm really shocked that they gave Joe Hart man of the match when he scored that ridiculous own goal. It's an absolute flipping disaster. We've been drawn against France in the knockout stages. Hosts France. They didn't have a very good run in the group, to be honest. I think they lost their first game, but they've just won 4-1 and they've just qualified in second. So we've been drawn against France. Some interesting choices there. Spain, Italy, Belgium, Germany. I didn't see the other one, sorry. Belgium, Germany, Spain, Italy, England, France. Some interesting games there. Spain finished top, Germany second. Poland, see, I've had to mix that group up. Belgium, Italy, Ireland, Sweden. That's exactly the same group as it is in real life. I kept that one the same. Belgium and Italy have qualified for that. I'm not sure who qualified in our group. I think it was Turkey. Yeah, England and Turkey have qualified from our group. So that's it for this episode. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching it, and take care. Goodbye.